The recent passing of the historically renowned Premier Mikhail Gorbachev, and now, subsequently, that of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, serves to signify that the minimal circle comprising the very last of the old guard, of the old school and of the old world, is ever diminishing to such an extent and at such a rate that, in what will probably amount to a very brief period of time, they will shortly be gone altogether. Now, I do not expect the majority of you to appreciate or even to understand the significance of these passings, the poignancy, and moreover the detrimental consequences thereof. The significance alone is very difficult to account for, although I will do my level best to try. In this country, in America, back during the 30s and the 40s, children and young people, they looked to the then President Roosevelt as a sort of a fixed constant, an omnipresent figure, which was simply put, always there, just always there, in the backdrop of their lives, no matter what. And as such, he came to be a source of both trust and trustworthiness, and moreover, of reassurance, especially at a time in which the world had been thrown into such turmoil. Now, regrettably, within your lifespans, you really haven't had anything comparable to this, although you have had some instances which were similar. His Holiness, the late Pope John Paul II, serves as an excellent example. Popes, members of nobility, certain celebrities at specific stations and strata within society, they come to be these fixed points of constancy in the backdrop of your lives. Because frankly speaking, these were individuals and elements who really had no direct impact upon you. They really didn't have any sort of indirect impact either. More often than not, they had no impact whatsoever. You probably didn't lend them much thought on a day-to-day basis. And yet there they were, a fixed constant. Not oppressive, not pervasive. More often than not, they simply existed in quiet abstraction. A face on a postage stamp, an image in a photo portraiture, in the backdrop, in the background. Always there. To such a degree that if you were ever asked, if you ever actually gave it any thought whatsoever, you might find yourself hard-pressed to imagine a world in which these fixed elements just weren't there anymore, were suddenly and abruptly gone forever. The detrimental side of the issue is all too easy to explain. These elder statesmen and stateswomen, these luminaries and dignitaries, they comprised a height of standards, a sense of pageantry and decorum, of humility and dignity, of honor and of integrity, the likes of which you have not witnessed in recent generations, the likes of which you very likely will not witness in the future. That alone makes the loss significant. As for Her Majesty, even the irreverent would find it difficult, if not impossible, to deny that in the same vein as Queen Elizabeth I, Elizabeth II was and is loved. And as witnessed by posterity, will in essence never really die so long as her legacy prevails. Hence, the Queen is not dead. Long live the Queen's legacy.